Hello everyone, welcome to Hustler Stories presented by Head Start Network Foundation. And today we have with us Siddhant Bajpai, Andromeda Maritime Solution Private Limited, founder of Andromeda. So thank you so much, Siddhant, for taking out time for us. So Siddhant, before we begin and talk about what have you built so far, would love to know a little about you. If you can give a quick background about yourself, that would be great.
Sure. Thank you so much, Arushi, and thank you so much, Head Start team, for letting me in and getting this session up and running. My name is Siddhant Bajpai, and currently I'm serving as founder and CEO at Andromeda. We are a Bangalore-based company, and we have our office at Noida as well, since we are incubated at an incubation center in Shiv Nadir University. Andromeda has started with a college club called as Team Hydra, which is in my alma mater, which is RV College of Engineering, Mysore Road, Bangalore. And that is where we went passionate about building drones for water use cases. And that is where we, developed few underwater robots, which later got recognized by IISc. And that is how we continued the journey. And by profession, I am an engineer, and I've done my electronics and instrumentation engineering from the same. And that is where Andromeda also has its roots from. So this is a small story.
Great. So you mentioned something about robotics, something about water, deep water robotics. So would love to know more about it. What exactly have you built so far, and what kind of problem is it actually solving?
Sure. If at all I go in a little bit detail about Andromeda, I'll just show you what exactly we have built and what we are doing currently. We are in the business of making water usable by deploying patented underwater robots. So basically, while we were there in IISc, we had explored a lot of water bodies. So be it lakes, be it rivers, be it sump management systems, be it swimming pools, and etc. And we understood that each and every kind of water framework has a particular problem which can be given a solution from robotics, because the kind of expertise we gauged over the years of our working, we understood that robotics is the new emerging field and also a problem solver. At that point of time, since we were creating AUVs, that is called as autonomous underwater vehicle, we were very passionate to deploy AUV and solve a particular problem. And while we interacted with the managers of those water bodies, so be it pool managers, lake managers, etc., the pool manager segment of guys were very interested to have something in their pool which could actually take care of their pool and offload their human work, which has some kind of errors and everything. So that is why we thought that this can be a good line of business for us to pursue and solve a problem for the pool owners, which has become very, very prominent nowadays with the uprising of COVID. So we thought that we'll create a robot which can autonomously go inside water and take care of each and everything which is related to a swimming pool. So be it scrubbing of the floor of the water, scrubbing of the walls of the water, collecting impurities from the surface, or chemically treating your swimming pool in order to become optimized and gives you the best water ever for swimming. So this is our very first or the flagship product at Andromeda. Robotics comes from, we are celebrating the 100th anniversary of robotic. The term got coined in 1921 and got implemented in 1950 by a Japanese scientist. So that's why we thought that ROS, that is robot operating system. So we use different operating systems each and every day. So robot operating system is a very important framework to build and plug in a particular machine to convert it into a robot. So every drone is not a robot. AI is not robotics. So the kind of framework that you build for AI to function on is called as robotics. So that's why we say that we do not build drones, we do not build underwater vacuum cleaners, but we build robots which can autonomously take care of your pool.
Very nicely explained, Siddhant, that AI is not robotics and drones are not robotics. Very nicely explained. So, also help me understand, like in the current scenario, the pools are not being utilized because of the COVID situation and people being afraid of it. So, would your robot would be helpful that if the owners have this, they can actually utilize swimming pool at this period of time as well?
Surely. So that's a very nice question, and that is what even we wanted to meet an answer to from our solution. See, this is a no-cost robot. You do not have to pay upfront capital cost in order to buy it. Rather, we are giving robot as a service to the swimming pool managers and owners, which they can book on our application, and we can deliver the bot to their location for cleaning their pool for 1 hour, 1.5 hour, depending on the different volumes of pools. Now, one thing which is a sigh of relief is they do not have to invest anything to buy the robot. That is one. Second thing, they see a human can err. Any human can undergo errors, and it may be collecting surface dirt, cleaning the wall, or maybe throwing chlorine, which has been a very mundane cleaning method which every swimming pool is following around. But there is a globally defined index which specially exists for swimming pools, which makes swimming pools so chemically and biologically stable that it doesn't allow different bacteria or chemical impurities to stay inside the pool. That is what we need to do with the robot. So basically, with the commonly available chemicals, you cannot do that. The robot is so programmed, and the kind of in-house algorithms are so designed that it has got different chambers where chemicals are already stored. Once it is going inside the swimming pool, the sensor collects impurity data of the pool, which takes into consideration 6 major parameters of your pool. And after it has been calculated or maybe registered in the ROS, we calculate the amount of chemical to be released inside the pool so that we can make it chemically optimized. And that is where we say that, be it COVID or be it any other thing, your swimming pool becomes swim worthy, which gives customer a pure experience. Not only this, customers are demanding data. See, I am not going to B2B, but going to B2B2C part of things, where the people who are coming to our direct customers who are swimming pool owners for swimming, what would they demand? Right now, if at all we book an Ola or an Uber, even we say to the cab driver that, is your car infected? Can you please spray it around? Because we are not having any data that how pure the car is. In the same way, customer who is about to go and dip inside the swimming pool is not having any purity data. For that particular purpose, we are also giving a unique application which is connected to the robot, which is a web app by us, where you can see the live on the go health status of the pool, and that remains registered on our cloud, which can be accessed by one QR code which the customer can scan in your infrastructure. So this is how robust we have tried to make the system closed loop, and all of this coming to you without you investing on capital cost, no labors, no chemical cost, nothing. Saves around 47% of your money which you were investing every month for your pool maintenance, 93% of your energy which you were investing every month for running your pump. Many of them run it for 24/7. 95% of the chemical reduction which you are putting in your pool without even knowing what this chemical is going to do to your water. So basically, other robotic solutions are taking care of your pool's infrastructure, whereas we are taking not only care of the pool's infrastructure, but of the water as well. So that is how our solution become robust. So you have to spend 50% less amount than what you were doing.
Very interesting, Siddhant. Very interesting. For pool owners, obviously it's a win-win situation. Things get easier for them. And the best part is you're providing them as a service, which actually saves their cost. And for people who actually use their pool, this is something new that they would get to know about the purity of the pool, which was not there. I don't think it was there before this, which is also necessary because of the hygiene issues that are coming coming up on the rise nowadays. So it's very interesting. You have built something really amazing. So would love to know how you came up with this idea. What made you, build something like this?
So I think, as I told in the first question, uh, we were there in our college, which had a lot of technical clubs. So it had technical club for building aerial vehicles, had technical club for building ATVs, all-terrain vehicles. So while I was very excited to go and join a club, I was also excited to do something new, which no club may not be, focused towards. And that is where I saw that, there is no club which is building vehicles for water. And that is where initially we started with building amphibious vehicles which run on both land and water. And later on, our college supported us even further to build submarines. And that is where we started building AUVs. And that college idea, which came to me in second year, became the present day Andromeda. So support from my college, RV College of Engineering, and Indian Institute of Science, where we are graduated from the Center of Excellence very blissfully. That is where we, had the background. And the same co-founders who were there as my team members there, plus my advisors who were there as college level advisors, became the present day directors and co-founders in Andromeda. So yeah.
Oh, interesting. So how you came up with this name Andromeda?
Andromeda is, so I hope you know, or you might be interested sometime in Greek mythology or something like that, because it is daughter of the sea god, that is what we call, whose name was Andromeda. And based on that, we have kept the name of the company. Initially, we were also thinking that we'll keep the name of the robot as Andromeda, but it could have been very difficult for the people to remember that a robot or a product is called by this name. So we thought that we'll keep the brand name as the Andromeda, and the different ranges of robot that we are off to building from right now. We are going to name them very, very friendly. So basically, for the pool, when we have a robot, we name it as Pool Buddy. So that is how we named the brand as Andromeda.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So, how have been your entrepreneurial journey? What like about being an entrepreneur?
I like about having no fixed routines. That is one very important thing for me, because every day becomes exciting when you know that you are not going to do something which you have done yesterday, or which you might be doing tomorrow. So that is one very interesting thing. Second thing is a lot of learnings in the form of uh, how time management is not important at all, because that is what entrepreneurial life has taught me. It's all about the energy you manage. So a lot of concepts which are taught in the background in the society, that manage your time well and all, it doesn't matter at all in entrepreneurial journey. It's only the energy, because we have finite in one day. How best you utilize it for your personal things, and how best you utilize it for your startups. So that is what has been interesting me about entrepreneurial things. And also the psychology part of things, because entrepreneurship is a mixture of financing, management, psychological things, and everything whichever you can name. So psychological part of things is how humans behave. So when we connect with investors, when we connect with our team, or when we connect with interns or our potential clients, I love to see how they behave on what I say, and that is how I improvise as a human. So being in an entrepreneur has helped me grow better as a human as well. So I would like to, be thankful about that.
Great, great. So, what would love to know, what is your vision about the startup? Where do you see your company going down the line, maybe in 5-10 years?
If at all I talk about the innovation cycle of the century, robotics is going to be the technology of the future, which has already begun, and it is going to last for more than 25 to 30 years with specific products. Robotics is everywhere. It's going to last forever. So we have just started by getting the first product out, that is our Pool Buddy. And we have already developed but not disclosed range of robots for different operations, be it in ocean, be it in sea, and be it in river. That is what we are going to implement one after another. And that is what we envision, because we want to provide robotic solutions for each and everything pertaining to water, and be the partner of choice for anybody whosoever is concerned with the water ecosystem. So that is what we envision. So we envision to target the pool business segment and then move on to the other segments as well, serving them with our robots.
Great, great. Very, very amazing product that you have built, Siddhant. It was great speaking to you. Thank you so much for sparing out time with us. Look forward to seeing your robots in every pool.
Thank you so much, Arushi. It was an amazing experience. Thank you so much for being very patient with the timings and everything. And would like to thank Head Start again for arranging this and picking us up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.